What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more MDC. And indeed, I wanted to issue a major apology to friend of the channel, Lloydy, who's been waiting a long time for me to get back at this album. And indeed, I'm going to react to a different tune than he requested. I do apologize. Part of it is I'm just worried about putting the title of the tune that you requested in the YouTube, algorithms, because I feel like it might somehow make them think that my channel is, up to things that it isn't. Bottom line, there's a tune, and you can look up the name of the tune if you want. It's a tune about John Wayne, and the lyrics are very on the nose. Now again, I find these guys compelling, and I think their excoriating approach to the hardcore punk genre and the themes that are often found in such punk rock are very interesting. I think they're very clever. But again, I'm trying to just not make too many problems for anybody, and certainly not my YouTube channel itself. So for the time being, I'm going to react to a different tune from this album. And I promise at some point I will get around to that one, even if it means like reacting to it on, say, my Patreon platform, where I think you can post videos, and ultimately, as long as it's not like trying to, live stream something that's like, currently airing or whatever. I believe copyright is not really an issue there, so at some point I may post that there. But for the time being, we're going to listen to Kill the Light, which is a tune that, I've listened to a few times since Lloydy sent me the album, and I have some different theories about the lyrics, which I'll talk about after, because again, the inner sleeve of this one has the lyrics on it. So yeah, we're going to listen to, as I said, Kill the Light, which is the penultimate tune on this side. I'm trying to remember the year for this album again. Does it say it here? It doesn't say it here. But yeah, this is from the self-titled album of MDC. The track is Kill the Light, and it's from some year, I promise. Good villain laugh. It's like pummeling. Hey, around the cold and wet, I'm out of work, and I'm desperate. You know, in some ways, a stitch of heel. Empty alleys, bigger disease, sweat on the clock, which others I got. Fight to survive, stay alive. What would you say? I get no regrets. Gotta make it whole, shoot some hope, feel the warmth, and kill the light. So there you go. Once again, I mean, it's like I did a reaction to DOA within the last couple weeks. I've done a reaction to Early Bad Religion in the last couple weeks. Yeah, just, I'm guessing this is early to mid 80s, because it very much is in that vein of like, you blast out what you want to say in like a minute. You don't, waste any time. You don't take any prisoners. You say what you're going to say front and center, and then, you finish. So this is very much in that vein. So once again, as I said, we do have the lyrics on here, and I do enjoy, like, again, they're a very political band, and as you can see here, I listen to a lot of bands who are in a similar place politically as them. So I do enjoy their lyrics, but what I enjoy about this song is, unlike some of the other ones on here, including the one about John Wayne, which is the one that Lloydy requested, it's a bit less on the nose. Like, there's a few songs on here where it's like, it's crystal clear. There's no ambiguity. It's like naming names. It's highly specific. It's, offering prescriptions and caustic descriptions. This one, I feel like it's a bit more ambiguous. I feel like you could maybe apply some of these lines to different types of, figures in society, political leaders, social leaders, religious leaders. But so here are the lyrics to the tune Kill the Light. I control you through fear, keep you shackled or kept you shackled all these years. You were bought and sold in hell before you were born. Your life is, what is that? I'm not even sure what word that is. Outraged? It's not outraged. It's like mortgaged. Oh, that's what it is. It looks like the typewriter actually messed up there. But yeah, your life is mortgaged. So grovel and sweat. It's paid for. My ego kept you in debt. What is it? Again? I think maybe it's just like kind of like a stylistic thing. It's made to look a little off, or like it's running out of ink. But my thoughts cash, need cash, or heed cash, kneel and deal and steal. Needing, or is it bleeding? Needing? Again, it's like some of the letters they're not like fully printed. But something our lust, like needing our lust or seeding our lust, maybe. It's just us, you're a race of slaves, half in your graves, I'm a cancer cell. Here to tell, you need me, I own you, I deserve the light. Hanging around cold and wet, out of work, and desperate. Urine subways, the stench of puke, empty alleys, beggar's disease, sweating on my cot. What illness I got, fight to survive, just stay alive. Pawn my TV set, I got no regrets. Gotta make it home, shoot some hope. Gotta make it home? Is that? Yeah, gotta make it home, shoot some hope, feel the warmth, kill the light. So it sounds like a withering, from the moment you're born, in every aspect of your life, and to the moment you die, it's unpleasant. There's, people forcing you into certain situations or telling you that this is how you have to do things, and even in your moments of relative autonomy, there's like the unpleasant consequences of all the things that these people calling the shots have done, or all the byproducts of their actions and policies. So it sounds like a very pessimistic and withering depiction of what it's like to be a living human, especially a young human who cares about the way that people are treated even at the lower ends of society in the early 80s. Again, I don't know for sure if that's when this is from. I suppose I could look it up while we're here, because I do think I have a Discogs window out, or open rather. But yeah, ultimately it just sounds like it's a very caustic assessment of what it's like to be a living person in the world. Okay, so this album is from 1982, so very much in the realm of what we're thinking. And ultimately, is it their first album? Yeah, it's their first album, and they've made albums as recently, apparently, as 2020. And there's what is this? I think they have a new album in 2023, though it's only... More on that later, I'm not sure. But there's an album they put out called War is a Racket, which I don't see earlier in their discography, so I think maybe they do have an album this year. In any case, as I said, this is from their debut album, and you can hear that early 80s style. I will say, even for me who likes a lot of early 80s hardcore punk, like Subhumans, early Bad Religion, like Dead Kennedys, I feel like their sound is even a bit more intense than a lot of the bands I listen to, and although I enjoy that, I would say it's crazy. I'm not sure I could listen to a full show of that without oh my god, I need to go outside for a minute. One imagines that that the shows that they put on are quite raucous, or at least certainly would have been in the early 80s, and no doubt they're on the same level now. It's some of these old school punkers, it's I was talking about Joe Keithley from Shithead Joe from DOA, and the guy's still out there. He's still talking what he sees wrong with the world. He's still writing punk rock songs, and playing with younger band members, because his older band members have passed away. So ultimately, shout out to MDC, shout out to Lloydy. I do apologize it took so long to get around to this, and I know it wasn't the tune you requested, but hopefully this is a bit of an olive branch and you're not terribly disappointed that it was a different tune. In any case, let me know what you think of this, and I will see you next time. Peace.